Hi everybody, Scrap and Lizzie here again. Just budding into your day. But lately I've been working on this here little slow stitch, and I'm calling it my slow stitch for meditation. A lot of people meditate in different positions, um, in different ways, and but what I am doing this. I started out with this as being my 5 stages of grief, which I think we've all been through some kind of grief in our life, and how we can heal it. And I've pretty much filled up this side, but not really. I got lots more I can do on here. I got beads on here, and I got buttons on here, and here's my therapist right there. She's there. Some ducks and some butterflies. It says free spirit over here because this is my acceptance part, and and then this is my anger part, and this is my depression part, and this is my denial part. That's a whole nother story. But now this whole thing together is my meditation piece. This is my meditation piece. It's never going to be finished. And when I speak of meditation, well, what I'm doing here is I'm going to do it on both sides. I'm going to be stitching on both sides of this. One of the things, some people pray hard. That's their meditation. I pray too. But meditation is just how do you describe meditation? It's really just deep thoughts about nothing or about something. And what I'm doing lately, my newest thing, my daughter gave me this box of angel cards, and it's got just a whole lot of words in there, 72 words in here. And when I go to my stitching, my meditation stitching, I first pick out a word. Well, I've been picking out a word a day. And so whatever I do here at my desk, my dining room table actually, I think about the word. Today I picked out communication. And these words are important. Communication is someplace that's something that I have, I've neglected that in my lifetime. If I was better at communicating, things may have turned out different. Not that I'm upset about things how it turned out. I am fine. I am absolutely fine. But lack of communication is a problem that I have had over the years. So, but what I thought to do with my slow stitching project, my meditation slow stitching, I just stitched this green piece on today, and then I stitched on this piece that I got from Darla. She sent that in a happy mail, and I stitched that on there. But what I thought I want to do is I want to, let me see, I got this bag of fabric strips from Ray. She brought these to me, and it's just a bunch of strips that she cut that she was making a quilt. And so I want to find this one here. This is probably good. I want a light color. Maybe that one. I don't know if that'll be long enough for communication. Oh yeah, it's folded in half. Okay, so I'm going to take that piece right here. I put it on this foam piece when I stamp. And I'm going to stamp out that word communication. I won't have any trouble spelling it, thank goodness, because there it is right there on that book, on that thing. And I've got these here. I've got these here stamps. Isn't that pretty? I'm going to take a picture of them. Well, anyway. And I'm just going to go ahead and stamp out the word communication. And let's see, let's go down here to the C O. I need that N. I don't need that A. Oh yeah, I will need the A. And I'll need this M 2 times. I'm going to need this U. And I need the C, A, B. I already got C. C-O-M-U-N. Oh, I need the N. We've already got the N. I-C-A. Oh, I need an I. C-A-T. Cat. C-A-T-I-O-N. C-A-T-I-O-N. Maybe I got almost all the letters right there. I don't know. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I got this Memento ink. I do believe that's a fade resistant dye ink. So I don't know if it's permanent, but I'm not going to wash it or anything. So, okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and stamp C. I'm going to stamp that word in there. O. When I stamp, I really do like the look of the outside of the letters. When I stamp letters, I love the look of the outside square. Okay, C-O-M-M. I need 2 M's. M. M. And you don't have to have them like straight either. That's one thing about this when you're slow stitching for meditation. You don't need to have anything matching. You don't have to have anything in a row. You just whatever. You probably need to have this here spelled right. C-O-M-M-U. There's the U. N. Did I get the N? Yeah, there's the N. N. I. And then I need the I. There's the I. And then back to the C. And then the A. Oh, maybe I didn't get the T. Did I not get the T? Did I not get the T out? Let's see. It's H, J, B, C, D, E, F, G, P, Q, R, S. I must have the T. Let me see. I'm looking. There's the T. A, T, I, O, where did I put the O? There it is. O. That looks like too many letters, doesn't it? And then back to the N. N. Where's the N? There it is. Communication. It's a long word. C-O-M-M-U-N-I-C-A-T-I-O-N. Communication. Okay, I got it in there. And now, what you can do after you put your letters in there, if they don't look dark enough, just go over them with your, you can go over them with your, like, Sharpie or something. Just with the letter, you can go over them a little bit if you think you want them a little darker. C, O, M, M, U, N, I, C, A, T, I, O, N. Communication. Now, Petunia, just because you heard me spell cat doesn't mean I was calling you. Okay, there. Now, so I have that in there. So now I'm going to put these back here in this thing. later. I'll put them in there later. Just put them right there for right now, and I'll put them in there later. And then I'll get my scissors. Get me a scissor here. Oh, let me use, I'll use these ones. These are my little Humpty ones, Humpty back ones. And then I'm just going to cut that out. So I have the word communication. That's a long word, see. When you're communicating, it might be a long sentence. Okay, there we go. So I am going to put that word right there on my slow stitching piece. Now when you're doing a double-sided something like this, sometimes it's a little tricky because you've got stuff on the other side, and so you can't go all the way through. So I'm just going to put that on right there with my needle and thread. Where's my needle and thread? That's not thread. That's my needle and thread. I just had my needle there. Here we go. Let's go ahead and get some yellow. This is my favorite. I love this thread. This one's empty. This one's empty. The blue is almost empty. This yellow. But you know what? I'm saving these empty spools. You know what I'm going to do with them? I'm going to make bowling pins for table bowling. And I got a little wooden ball so that me and my grandchildren, we can do table bowling. But then we're going to use them empty spools. Once they're all spooled empty. I would think I'm going to order these. I love this, but it's kind of expensive. This was bought to me for me, of course, by Ray. She sent them to me. And I love this thread. I just do love it. But I got plenty of thread, so once I use all this up, I'll still have more thread. And so there we go. It goes right through that just beautifully. And I'm going to put that up there. Because now if I was just slow stitching and not doing a video, I would be quiet right now. I would either be quiet or I would be listening to some music. Or maybe I would be listening to a speaker of some kind, like a podcast. I had to get me a little drink. So, this is kind of a fat needle. So she's a little hard to get through sometimes. But I'm trying to not go through. And since this here is only for meditation, this is meditation oriented only. That means I do not have to worry at all about making something that somebody else is going to think is pretty. I don't have no theme, no nothing. And this is the first word that I've put on here because I just now thought of keeping track of the words. This needle is not the very best. I need to have a sharper. Seems like I do have I did have a sharper needle, but this will work. A needle is a needle in a needle is a needle. And so, and then when you're stitching, you don't have to be concerned that your stitches are just all right and stuff. This needle is about worthless just in a minute here. Where's that other one I had? I had another one. Oh, is that it down there? Maybe that's the one I want to use. Yeah, let's take this off of this needle, put it back in that doohickey, and I'm going to, oh, there's Ray. She just sent me a message. Okay, I'll just respond in a minute. Let's see if this one works better. See if this one works prettier. But meditating, just thinking about life. Just think or not think. Some people go into a meditation just to empty, nothing. Think about nothing. Focus on a leaf on a tree or something and don't think about anything. Just go into the abyss or something. Oh yeah, this works better. And but I'm finding that I like my word. I like having my words. I'm really going to use those angel cards and use these words and just think about that word, communication. Am I good at communicating? Am I sometimes good at communicating? And am I never good at communicating? And something, just keep. Now I believe I've always been good at communicating to a point. But when it comes to communicating my feelings to another person, that's where I have failed that. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I don't want to do that. And so sometimes if somebody has hurt my feelings, then I just kind of let that kind of just flow off and go away. Hopefully it'll go away. And but see, there's a way. I don't know exactly the ways to fix things like that, but there's ways that you can fix that without hurting another person's feelings, because I never want to do that. And I know that my worst communication is with my children, because with my children, I tell them what I think they want to hear, mostly. Not just that though. I do well. I do well pretty much sometimes, kind of. And but when you're sitting here and you're just sitting here and you're just thinking about it, just contemplating or just meditating, just thinking about, where did I mess up? What could I have done better? Why did I say that? I shouldn't have said that. That hurt her feelings. Or because I didn't say that, did that hurt her feelings? And meanwhile, it gets like 4711 things piled up inside of me. And so, and then it builds. Communication is so important. And this isn't a sharp needle either. I gotta study needles and find out what needle do I need that's sharp yet has a larger eye in it so I can see it. But anyhow, I'll have to, if you all know what style of needles. Somebody said Sashiko needles. I think I had Sashiko needles at one time. I don't know. Okay, this is better if I just go in and out this way. And then your stitching is going to show on that side too, which just makes that side even more beautiful. And like I say, this here piece will never be finished because I can keep adding stuff to it. I can keep adding this to this till it weighs 20 pounds. of something. Sew a potato to it or something. Well, I guess I wouldn't sew a potato, but yeah. And when I do my little meditation, my slow stitching meditation, I have my inner child right here with me. She's my inner child right there. You rest right there, Elizabeth. And that's her. My whoopsie. Sorry, I didn't mean to cover up your face, little sweetheart. And when you do your meditation, always remember your inner child. Make sure you remember your inner child. She needs a pillow. Maybe I'll use this. This is some earphones. There you go. That's better. Now she's more comfortable. She needed that little pillow. See? There. Now she's better. Okay. And anyway, I'm not going to take up your time. I just wanted to, what I wanted to do really mainly here is to let you know that I'm doing this here, meditation, slow stitching. Slow stitching for meditation. So it's not slow stitching to make something absolutely gorgeous and more pretty than the person next to you. It's just to do something for yourself. And I think as I go through this, and I add pieces and parts and things to it, it's going to just grow in its own beauty. But like now, like right here, and I'm working on the word communication. Oops. I should have put those things away. Oh no, it just went in my lap. There we go. Good thing I have this big old lap. See, I can take a piece. Look here. I can take this little piece of fabric out of that scrap bag that I just got from my friend Ray. She made this mess on my table. She should have cleaned it up before she left. I'm just going to take a piece of this right now. Let's take a little piece of that right there. And this is, you know, why? Because it's there. It's pretty. I want to. It's a pretty color. It's a bright color. And it's pretty. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to just do some slow stitching just right on this. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go up diagonally and then down diagonally. And then just a running stitch up diagonally. And then down. Well, let me pull that thread through there. And then go down diagonally. And then back up diagonally. And then back down until you get to the other end, up and down. So you're making like a W's, big old W and a W, a long W, many W's, all the way down the piece of fabric. And then when you get to the end, then you pull your thread. You pull your thread. And see what it does there? Now when you get that, pull that thread straight, it makes your little piece like You don't have to pull it real tight. Just pull it sort of tight. See, as tight as you want it. You can pull it all the way tight and have like a flower, or you can put it sort of like tight. And then you can just put that there, see? Right there. I'll just put that on there. For what reason? No reason. It's just because that's where it's going to be. And because we're slow stitching for meditation. We're not slow stitching for any blue ribbon at the county fair. You know, don't even think about the county fair. And there we go. See, look at that. And then just put a couple stitches in there to hold it. Hold it in its spot. You're not going to wash it. You're not going to wear it. You're just going to enjoy it. And that's what you're going to do. And this is really enjoying the journey. Okay? Enjoying the journey. And when you think about a word for a while, when you really concentrate on a word, oh, that was my word yesterday, exploration. I need to put that back in the box. And but every word that's in that box has got some very, very deep, deep meaning. And when you take it out, take out the word and really give it some thought. It's amazing what you can come up with. And it clears things up too, you know, sometimes. And I'm not saying that everything in life is just all a conundrum, because it's not really. It's not really. It's just life is like a bowl of cherries. And like Irma Bombeck said, if life is, I don't remember if that was Irma Bombeck's book or if it was Phyllis Diller's. Might have been Irma Bombeck. I was saying it was Phyllis Diller the other day, but I think it's Irma Bombeck. She wrote a book, If Life is a Bowl of Cherries, Why Am I Always in the Pits? And, well, there is pits in them cherries. But see, now look, I got that started already, this part of it, and I got that whole backside to do. But this whole side too, this is all flat. It isn't, I've got a yo-yo right there. And then it's only just fabrics. So I still could put buttons on there. Like here it's flat. Now this was my depression piece. But when I get this finished, and I have all the 5 steps of grief done on here. When it starts with a denial, which is you got it all covered up with pretty. And then there's depression, and then there's anger, and then there's bargaining. And then it ends with the, what is that word? I gotta put the words in here. Acceptance. Acceptance. Once I'm finished with this whole thing is going to be acceptance. I'm going to put beautiful things over the bargaining, beautiful things over the anger, beautiful things over the depression, beautiful things. There's going to be beautiful things all on this. So on the front and on the back. This is just the beginning of the back of it right now. And it's not going to be a wall hanging. It's not going to be a book page. It's not going to be anything. It's just going to be my meditation piece. And when I put these words in there, and I'm glad I just started with the words, but these words are so important, so important. And when you discuss a word with yourself, like right now, my children are already raised. They're raised as far as I can raise them. Now they're raising themselves. But I still have grandchildren. I have my 13, 14, however old he is, grandson here. He's here almost every weekend. Me and him have long discussions. We have deep discussions. But one thing I've learned about my Jeffrey when he's here is I listen to him. I don't just hear him, I listen to him. And him and I communicate. I know I can communicate better with him, but when I take this word and I study that word and I really think about this word, it's going to make my communication better with my grandchildren, maybe my great grandchildren. But I am trying real hard to um, have better communication than I have ever had before in my whole lifetime. I mean, talking to somebody for hours on end is one thing. Communicating is completely a different thing. I mean, because communicating, you are listening, and you're sharing, and you're not just talking about the weather, although that's communicating too. You need to communicate that there's a hurricane coming or you might get blown off into the sea. And so, but anyhow, that's my word of the day. And I might hang out with you some more times with a different word of the day. And I might have another word tomorrow and put it down here or something. I might still work a little bit on this. But I think what I'm going to do now, I want to doodle a little bit more. I was doodling today. I found this thing. I mean, I am one of them that can get suckered into anything. And there is a program that I seen advertised on, I guess on Facebook. And it was about 365 days of just drawing. But when I looked at it, I said, I want that. I want to do that. I had to pay $16, and it just comes as a, it just comes as a, into your, it doesn't something that comes in the mail. It comes like you just download it. But let me show you. Like today, I just got it today. And so what it is you get a prompt. You get 365 prompts. And so you get a prompt a day. But I did 4 today. And it shows you, like it showed this little toaster. And so I drew the little toaster for day 1. I wrote out of order, so sad. I added a little bit more than was on the prompt. And then for day 2, it was this. That was the picture they showed. And I just said, really bad hair day. That's what I put there for that. And then for day 3, can you see that? It's got like a face. So I might still put some color in that one. And I wrote on there, nature on my mind. It doesn't tell you that. It just kind of shows you an idea. And then you go with it. I haven't looked through everything on the prompts, just on this one part of it that I've looked at. And so I wrote nature on my mind. And I kind of drew kind of what they had there. But I added mine. I mean, theirs did have trees growing out of this old guy's head. And then the next one was day 4 was this little bunny rabbit. Of course, theirs was cuter than that, but hey, this guy's cute nonetheless. And so then I made him and I colored him and I wrote ready for my date. And so that was my day 4. And so I'm going to do this. I got my colored pencils right here. Some people's got theirs organized. I got mine just organized right here. I got good pencils in here. There's some, like, that's Artesia pencil. This is a Crayola, Rose Art. I got, and there's a Prismacolor. They're all in here. And then there's that's Jeffrey's pencil, because I bought him a whole box of 48 Ticonderogas. But anyway. And that's what I'm doing. I think this is fun as ever. I like that because I like doodling. I might do day 5 now. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Or maybe I'll work a little bit more on my slow stitching. But I don't know what I'm going to do. But I'm going to be doing something. And my inner self will be here with me. And I still keep my word out. My word is out all day. Communication is my word for today. Keep my word out all day long. Oh, I got to put my letters back away too. But now I'm going to read. Let's see what our ancestors have to say to us for today. Let me see. You want to see them too, Elizabeth? Okay, that's Elizabeth Marie. That's my inner child. You guys will get used to seeing her because she's going to be around a lot. Okay, let me see. And there he is. There's the man with the plan. Here you go, Papa. There's your peels. Yeah, today's Wednesday. All right, so for today, our ancestors want us to know this. You're welcome, sweetie. Dear you, Elizabeth has to get her glasses on. Here they are. Rachanda. Here they are, Rachanda. Okay, here's what she wants us. Our ancestors want us to know this today. There is only one you, and you have a unique place in the universe. Sometimes situations come up that challenge you to be authentic. That means you have to be fully yourself and let go of being what you think others may want. Does that not go with communication? Holy moly. Okay, now is not the time to conform to other people's standards or expectations. Be proud of who you are and be courageous. Stand tall in your convictions. Being yourself is a powerful statement and will only lead you to success and ultimately happiness. Don't compare yourself to other people. Want what you have. Choose what your heart wants and know that your purpose is yours alone. No one else can claim your magic nor take it away. When you place authenticity and originality high on your list of priorities and give them a prominent place in your awareness, extraordinary things happen. Your life is a beautiful one. Love you always and forever. Is that a good message? Oh my goodness. That is a wonderful message. Oh my goodness. Give them a prominent place in your awareness. My cat had a prominent place today. She's up there. No, on my shelf next to me, I got a sewing box on the top of the shelf. And she had climbed all the way to the top of the shelf. And she just laid comfortably on top of my sewing box. She could look around and see everything. I can learn from my cat. That was a good one. Thank you all for coming in for my little soapbox speech today. And remember, slow stitching. Don't just do some slow stitching. Meditative slow stitching. And like the word of the day, communication. Very, very good. And you can stitch anything. Stitch a sock to it, whatever. And so, yeah, it doesn't have to be beautiful, doesn't have to be perfect, but I'll guarantee you it's going to be beautiful when you're finished, if you ever get finished, but you don't have to get finished. Okay, God bless and keep you all. I pray that you all have a wonderful rest of your day and that God keeps you safe and secure, happy, humble, healthy, and full of something to eat. Okay, God bless, and thanks for watching.